In the shadowy heights of the Himalayas, where the air is thin, and the landscape is a tapestry of stark beauty, a snow leopard prowls. But this majestic creature, often revered for its grace and power, bears a haunting secret, a horrific wound, a grotesque reminder of nature's darker side. Nestled within the fur of this elusive predator is a parasitic flower, its tendrils burrowing deep into the flesh, siphoning life from its host. This flower, a sinister bloom, thrives on the very essence of the snow leopard, creating a grotesque spectacle that is both fascinating and repulsive. The wound, a gaping maw of decay, is a vivid illustration of survival gone awry, where the line between life and death blurs in a dance of parasitism. As we delve deeper into this chilling tableau, we uncover the snow leopard's plight, further complicated by an infestation of barnacles. Yes, barnacles, those seemingly innocuous creatures. In the vast open plains of North America, a creature roams that embodies the spirit of the wild, the bison. However, not all is well in this majestic beast's life. Picture this: a bison, once a symbol of strength and resilience, now bears the horrific burden of a barnacle infestation. These crustaceans, typically found clinging to the hulls of ships or the rocky shores of the ocean, have found an unlikely host in this terrestrial giant. As the camera zooms in, viewers are met with the unsettling sight of barnacles, grotesque and alien, embedded deep into the bison's thick hide. Each barnacle, a small fortress of chitin, can grow to the size of a golf ball, forming a grotesque colony that feasts on the bison's flesh and fluids. The sheer horror of the scene is enough to make even the hardiest viewer squirm. Barnacles, with their hard, calcified shells, latch onto the bison's skin, often in areas where the animal is most vulnerable. These parasites create open wounds that invite infection, leaving the bison in a constant state of agony. As they multiply, the barnacles not only sap the bison's strength, but also hinder its movement, making it difficult for the animal to graze, roam, or even escape predators. The bison's once proud stature is diminished, reduced to a tragic figure struggling against a relentless tide of infestation. The barnacles thrive in their grotesque symbiosis, oblivious to the suffering they cause. This dark dance of nature reveals the brutal reality of survival, where one creature's existence can become another's nightmare. As we delve deeper into this unsettling relationship, we must consider the broader implications. Barnacles are not inherently evil. They are simply fulfilling their role in the ecosystem. However, their presence on the bison brings to light a chilling truth about the interconnectedness of life. Humans, in their quest for progress, have altered natural habitats, leading to an imbalance that allows such infestations to flourish. The bison, once roaming freely, now faces the consequences of a world where nature and humanity collide in unexpected ways. In a dark twist of irony, we find ourselves reflecting on our own role in this cycle. While we may laugh at the absurdity of barnacles on a bison, we must confront the grim reality that our actions have consequences, not just for ourselves, but for the entire web of life. So, the next time you see a bison, remember the barnacles lurking beneath its skin, a reminder that nature's balance is delicate, and we are all part of this intricate, sometimes grotesque. In the shadowy depths of a misty forest, a haunting spectacle unfolds. A deer, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now bears a grotesque wound, a gruesome testament to nature's darker side. This is no ordinary injury. It is a barnacle infestation that has taken hold of its skin, transforming the majestic creature into a living canvas of horror. As the camera zooms in on the deer's flank, the viewer is met with a sight both shocking and fascinating. The barnacles, with their hard, crusty shells, cling tenaciously to the deer's flesh, creating a macabre juxtaposition of life and decay. Each barnacle, a tiny marine organism usually found in the ocean, has found its way onto this terrestrial mammal, a stark reminder of nature's relentless and often brutal cycle. Barnacles are notorious for their ability to latch on to unsuspecting hosts, and in this case, the deer has become an unwitting victim. These crustaceans, which typically thrive in marine environments, can attach themselves to various surfaces, including rocks, boats, and, as we see here, the skin of a deer. The infestation begins innocuously enough. A few barnacles settle on the deer's skin, perhaps after a splash in a water source. But as they multiply, the situation spirals into a grotesque nightmare. The barnacles penetrate the skin, causing inflammation and pain, while their hard shells create a breeding ground for infection. In the heart of the African savanna, a cheetah prowls, its lithe body a marvel of evolution, built for speed and agility. But as the camera zooms in, a shocking revelation unfolds. An unsightly barnacle wound festers on its flank, a grotesque testament to nature's darker side. This is not the kind of beauty we expect from the fastest land animal. Yet here it is, a living canvas of suffering and survival. The cheetah, a symbol of grace, now bears a heavy burden, an infestation that is as fascinating as it is repulsive. How could such a majestic creature fall victim to something so seemingly trivial as a barnacle? Barnacles, those small, hard-shelled crustaceans, typically cling to rocks and ships, but in rare cases, they can find a home on the skin of unsuspecting animals. This cheetah, perhaps wounded or weakened, became an ideal host for these opportunistic parasites. As they latch on, they form a colony, their sharp edges digging into the flesh, creating a grotesque wound that oozes and festers. The barnacles feast on the cheetah's nutrients, siphoning life from its very being. Each barnacle is a tiny vampire, a relentless predator in its own right, thriving while its host suffers. The wound is not merely a physical affliction. It symbolizes the harsh realities of survival in the wild, where even the mightiest can fall prey to the smallest of invaders. The infestation can lead to severe infections, pain, and ultimately, a slow demise if not treated. In this brutal world, the cheetah